Good day, viewers. My name is Mr. Kevano Kirenis. Welcome to our first Life Science Grade 8. Today's lesson will be the characteristic of living organisms. The learning objectives are: list and define the characteristics of living organisms. Let's get started.
Daddy, why does my doll not want to talk and walk? I want her to talk to me and walk in the garden with me.
My love, your doll is not a living creature. You are, though. Your doll is a toy and is not alive.
But Daddy, how will I know if something is alive or not?
Let us see if we can find out. Living organisms have the following characteristics: respiration, nutrition, growth, movement, reproduction, sensitivity, and excretion.
But Daddy, what does all that mean?
Okay, my girl, let us look at each one of these characteristics. Let us start with respiration. Respiration is the process whereby an organism breaks down food inside its cells to release energy. The nutrients that an organism takes in contain energy, but the energy has to be released from the nutrients first before the organism can use it. Respiration takes place inside the cells of the organism. The next characteristic we will look at is nutrition. Nutrition is the process by which organisms obtain energy in the form of food for growth, maintenance, and repair. Living organisms have the ability to take substances from the environment to use as nutrients or to make their own nutrients from which they get their energy. Energy is needed for all metabolic processes in organisms. Can your doll eat, my girl?
No, Daddy, she cannot.
Let us have a look at some other characteristics of living organisms to see if she fits in there. The next characteristic is growth. Growth is the permanent increase in the size through the building and enlarging of cells in the body of an organism. Let us have a look at your doll. Did she become taller since I gave her to you last year for your birthday?
No, Daddy, she did not.
That is another characteristic that your doll does not have. Let us go on. Movement is our next characteristic. Movement is the process whereby an organism changes from one position to another by using energy. The energy is produced by breaking down food in the body. What do you think? Is your doll a living organism?
No, Daddy, I do not think my doll is a living organism. She's just a doll made from plastic. I so wish she could play with me. I so wish I had a little brother or sister to play with.
Well, my girl, I have good news for you. You are going to have a little brother or sister very soon. Your mom is expecting a baby.
Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I'm so happy. I can't wait.
You see, living organisms have the ability to make new individuals similar to themselves. This ensures that the species do not die out once the individual dies. And that is reproduction, which is another characteristic of living organisms.
Daddy, can I please have some of your coffee? Shoo! Daddy, it's hot.
And what do you do the moment you realize it's too hot?
I pulled back my hand. I don't want to burn my hand.
My girl, you just showed another characteristic of living organisms: sensitivity. Let me explain. Sensitivity is the ability that a living organism has to sense and respond to the changes in its environment. Animals respond to changes in their environment. People respond to changes in their environment. And even plants do that. If a plant is put inside a room where the sun only shines from one side, the plant will grow in the direction of the sunlight. You will pull your hand away when you touch a hot surface, and animals will run away when they see or smell an enemy. Just look at these beautiful little white flowers. Their faces are all turned towards the sun because they respond to the sun. Let us have a look at the last characteristic of living organisms, which is excretion. During all the metabolic processes in living organisms, waste is produced. The body has to get rid of these waste products, or otherwise the organism may die.
Yes?
I hear you say yes, which means you understand this process in animals and humans. Do plants also produce waste, and how do they get rid of it? Plants produce water and gases as waste products, which are released through the stomata in the leaves. Let us quickly have a look at this toy car we have here and try to figure out if it is a living organism or not. Can it feed? No. Can it grow? No. Can it respire? No. Can it respond to its environment? No. Can it excrete? No. Can it reproduce? No. But now a tricky question. Can it move? Yes, it can. I can hear many of you saying yes, but who is moving? Me or the car? Yes, it's me moving the car. It cannot move on its own. This car is definitely not a living organism. Let us look at what we learned about the characteristics of living organisms in this lesson. The characteristics of living organisms are respiration, nutrition, growth, movement, reproduction, sensitivity, and excretion. Viewers, before I sign off, I would like to ask you a few questions to think about. Define the following. 1. Respiration. 2. Sensitivity. 3. Growth. That is all from me. Take good care until we meet again.